There are 4 ways that you add value to the marketplace. Let me see. Thought I read it. Oh yeah, okay. The first way is by doing the thing. And notice how doing the work is also the lowest level of space, time, and matter. It's the lowest level. Do the thing. You got to do the thing. But why is this the 4 levels of value? Because if the more value you add to the marketplace, the more you're going to get paid. Would you say that it's worth it to pay someone $50 million a year to do a job? There's no job out there that's worth $50 million a year. Well, it depends. It might not. 50 million, it's all relative. If somebody is hired as the CEO of Disney and they bring in $1 billion a year in revenue for Disney, is it worth it for Disney to pay them $50 million a year to make sure they don't leave and make sure that they get to have their expertise and their strategies and their principles and the things they're going to teach and the way they're going to run it? You bet it is. It's totally worth it. So somebody who is the CEO of Disney, are they as valuable as the person, or are they more valuable than the person who works at McDonald's and sweeps the floor? Of course they're as valuable. If we're talking the value of people, we're all as valuable. But if you're talking about adding value to the marketplace for business, for adding value that solves people's problems, that meets people's needs, people have needs and they need solutions. If we're talking about that, then how valuable is the person who is sweeping, how value is the addition, the contribution of the person who is sweeping the floor at McDonald's? Not very. It's not very valuable. That's why they don't get paid very much. So the less value you add to the marketplace, the less you will get paid. And you want to know how much value you're adding to the marketplace right now? Look at how much you get paid. That's how much value you're adding to the marketplace. And I'm not saying that to like have anybody feeling bad or thinking like something's wrong or it's not okay. I want you to understand, remember, my goal is to get you to mastery so that you are adding so much value to the marketplace, which means also that the thing that you are meant to contribute, you are getting out there into the marketplace and you are contributing that thing. I am passionate about that. And I am not going to stop until my people have that. Now, you may not be my people. You're my people for this retreat. I don't know. I don't know if you're my people for the next thing that we're going to do. I don't know. You'll self-select that. But that's perfect. Because if you're not, you're not, and that's okay. You're not ready, or I'm not the right fit. I'm not the right person for you. But if I am, then I can help you achieve massive levels of success, and that's how this whole thing works. So, let's talk about. Okay, so talking so much, my phone goes dead. Okay. And by the way, yeah, my phone is still missing. This is my backup phone. It's my old, like, I don't know, I was like 6 years or 7 years old. And I had upgraded and was going to sell it and then hadn't sold it because I was living in China. And I used it with my SIM card for my China phone. And now I'm so glad I have it because I use it. It's probably the most expensive voice recorder you've ever seen. But I started using it for other things. And thank heaven I still have it. So 4 levels of value. Number 1 is doing the work. Doing the work. If you can do the work, then you get paid minimum wage, at least minimum wage. And if the work that you do, that doing work, actually achieving things, if you, the more, let me put it this way, the more the work you do creates more money for the company you work for, then it adds more value. Now you get paid more. So that's the first level. The second level of value is leading other people who do the work. Once you lead other people who do the work, now you are ensuring an outcome because of your leadership. You're unifying everyone, getting everyone to buy in to that goal that everyone is aiming for. And so now you get paid more, okay? And the third level of value is creating understanding. So that communicating the goal, making sure that other people understand. Now, remember yesterday we talked about how I will help you deliver your message. Now, do you see, like, it's going to take me 5 minutes at the end to teach you the strategies you need to write your book fast. But the principles are so much more important. Because if you understand what we're talking about here, then as you go to write, when I show you, it's going to blow your mind. It is so fast and so simple. But if you don't use these strategies and tactics and principles and the essence to put it into what you're writing and into what you're creating, then you'll just be an average teacher like everyone else. But I'm showing you how to do it so that you are going to stand apart from the crowd. People will see a difference between what you are teaching and what other people are teaching. And I can guarantee you, and I'm not saying this because I'm being arrogant, I can guarantee you that you are noticing a difference between the way I teach and what I teach than a lot of the coaching you've seen. So, so creating understanding. If you can help explain so that they understand, that is powerful. Because nobody cares what you think. We think people care what we think. We write a book because we think people are going to care what we think. No, nobody cares what we think. Nobody cares what you think. What they care about is what they think. They care what they think. And we got to care. If we want to help change their lives, we've got to care what they think. The fourth level of value is imagination. Why do you think Disney grew so huge? Because his main focus was imagination. And he didn't just worry about imagining what he thought he would want. He did care about what he wanted, and he wanted to create something. His goal was not just to have imagination for himself, to bring out that imagination that used to be in all of us as a little kid, and then we lose it as an adult. And he wanted to bring that out of everybody. He cared what they thought, and that's why he grew so massive. Imagination. And as an entrepreneur, that is what we do. We have imagination. We see people's problems, we solve them. This is why we're rule breakers, because we don't just do what everyone else does. Oh, this is the problem that people have. Oh, this is how it's always been done. No, we're rule breakers. We go, no, that's the way it's always been done. But how can we do it better? How can we do it maybe even completely differently? That's what Steve Jobs did. That's what Disney did. That's why their businesses grew so massive.